All right, so today let's learn how I made my picture go from this to this. This is not me. This is a stock photo I got from Fitpic and I edited just to show us how you can get this god level editing with Snapseed only. Like from this to this. All right, so let's go. I also did it with some of my own pictures, and I will show you that after I'm done with this. All right, so let's go. So the first thing, I'm just going to get away from this, workspace. I'm just going to click on open. I want to click on the photo. All right, so this is the original photo, very beautiful, but then more can still be done. Especially if maybe you want to post the photo or it's your own photo or you want to use it for design, you would want to take it to the next level with editing. There's lots editing playing it with the lighting can do. So even though Snapseed has its own, editing presets, like there's accentuate, which you can also edit to come up with your, like, you can, if you click on it, you can go to this place, and then you can edit the you can view the edits and edit each of them. Okay, like now I can say I don't like the curves, I'll just edit it. All right, even though you can do that, playing around or rather trying to edit your own picture by your own self can actually do you much good. All right, so let's go. So this is my picture. I'm just going to click on revert. So I'm going to revert. This reverts everything to this beginning. So I'm just going to click on tools to start off my editing. So tools, this is where everything starts. All right, so you're going to click on details, and then the details allows you, when you long press on your phone, and this allows you to see what you are working with. So we have structure and sharpening. All right, so you structure, you can increase the structure. The structure increases like the outlook of the images, the texture of the images. That's what the structure does. It increases the structure, the texture of the image, right? Similar to texture on Lightroom. All right, so be careful not to overdo this, but it also looks dope. So let's just leave it as 32. All right, and then take the sharpening up a bit. I'm very careful, especially when I'm editing image for design. Maybe I want to use image to design. I'm careful not to overdo this because I'm also going to edit the design when I'm done. You understand? So I don't really overdo it, but when I'm editing the picture for web, I go crazy. So I just try to, yeah. So let's make do with this, and then click on OK. So that's the start. Okay, you long press to see your before and after. So there's already some little changes. So you go to tools, and then you see tune image. This is another place where the magic happens, right? So for this twin image, you have the brightness, contrast, saturation, ambience, highlights, shadows, and warmth. All right, so I like to increase the brightness a bit, just a bit, just to, since I've increased the texture, that's the structure, I like the brightness to be increased a bit so that we can see what has been, we can see clearly. Light does a lot to pictures. All right, so you go to contrast. I like to increase the contrast too, just a bit. If you overdo it, it goes south. All right, so just 32, and then let's go to saturation just a bit. If you overdo the saturation too, your face becomes red. Then let's make saturation to be 31 or 30. Okay, it's not too much. And then ambient, take the ambience a bit. All right, you can see stuff is already happening. Highlights, I like to increase the highlight a bit. The highlights also works with the brightness, like, yeah, just highlight the details. All right, so that's highlight. So I just like to make it a bit. And then shadows, I actually like to keep my shadows at 0 or even lower sometimes. But for this picture, I like to keep my shadows at 0, and then I can increase or decrease my warmth. But for this, my warmth also remains at 0. All right. So I can also decide to increase the contrast just a bit, and then increase the brightness just like that. Yeah. So I'm actually satisfied with this, and I can do so much more with this picture. But this is where it's this place, and so when you long press, you can see the before and now. You can see the picture is already, it gets better from here. All right, so for me, I like to, you can notice that the background is blurred out. All right, so let's walk into with blur, shall we? So lens blur. So this is lens blur where you can toggle. I actually like to put this lens blur in my image. I just like the feel it gives. All right, so you can, just toggle around, place your fingers, use your fingers to toggle around the circle. You can also make the blur a triangular one, or not triangular, sorry, rectangular one. But I actually prefer the circular one. So this is it. So I just make it, you place the blur on one where you want it to focus on. That's here. Okay. That's the face, the lady's face. And then I increase the blood strength. I don't really increase so much, but at least, okay, let's make it 62. And then vignette strength. Nope, I don't want that. Increase the transition, just make it 50. And then we have this, but it gets better, all right? Because I like to add grain to my pictures, to grainy film. All right, so for grainy film, there's a style, but I don't like to add the style. I like to go with the original texture of the picture, but you can see when you zoom that there's a little bit of grainy effect. All right, so this applies maybe you want to post a picture, but for design, you don't really go through all this. But maybe you want to post a picture, you can go through all this hassle because it actually makes picture look good. Now you can decide to increase the grain, but don't overdo it. It gives this glass effect to your picture, something like that. So the noise is the Gen Z way this period. So this in this time is the Gen Z way. I've seen a lot of pictures like this. So there's a way for you to make the noise only apply to the background. So you just make it to the foreground. The foreground, which is the image, the picture remains unscarred by the noise. Alright. How to do it is that you go here and then you click on view edit and you can click on grainy frame. Now this allows you to edit all other things you've done before. So maybe I want to increase the details, which I actually want to. Let's make it a bit higher, a bit higher. Okay, so let's go back to grainy film. Okay, so we have this. Now to edit, just maybe you want to edit just one part of the image, just click on this. Right, just click on this, and then what you can do, it shows you this stack brush and you see everything. Now if you click on this eye, you see that, okay, you see your edits, and if you remove it, you see that the picture remains blank. And then this enables you to, like, click on the place, this 100 you can increase and reduce, can you see? So this place helps, like, tells you that this is the extent of the grainy film, the extent of the effect you are adding. All right, and then this place allows you to see what you are doing, this eye icon. All right, so what we're going to do right now is that while our grainy film is set to 100, I'm just going to zoom out and just brush over the place you want to see your grainy film. Can you see that? Now you can just see it on the background, not the picture of the lady. So can you see? Can you see what I'm doing? So you can use this blue thingy to scroll, to move around. Right, so then just brush over where you want your effects to show. Like, this is actually very amazing. Brush over where you want the effect to show. I can see it's touching the lady's shirt a little, but we're just going to make do with that. And then you can see that, let me zoom out. You can see that the grain is at the background, but the woman's face is smooth. I use this a lot in my personal picture. I'm going to show you how, like, my pictures that I used it for. Right, so this is okay for posting, all right, for web. You can also choose to remove the grainy film, all right. You can delete the effect, all right, because sometimes can be too much. Yeah, but just to show you that you can also decide to, maybe you want to increase the brightness of the background but not the foreground, which is lady's image. You can click on twin image and increase the brightness. But do not worry, you are seeing that if it affects both the lady and the background, but don't worry because I'm going to do something now. Click on OK. All right, now click on this undo to, and then I'm going to view edit. Go to twin image again, and then you're going to click on this one. All right, so you click on it, and then remember what you did with the tune image, which is the brightness at the highest, which is 100. You can try to take it down to 75. You can zoom in and begin to brush over the parts that you want to be bright, right? So you can see it's already coming together. So you brush over the parts that you want to be bright, over the parts that you want to be bright, just like that. You brush over, you know, so just like this, and then zoom out. Now you can see, can you see this? From this it looks like it was night. Now it looks like day. Isn't this amazing? Like, wow. You can, with this Snapseed, you can edit any, like, you can mask out a particular place you want to edit just like that. Now, when you are satisfied with what you did, go ahead and export your image. You can save your image and then post it for the world to see or use it for your design. All right, for design, we're just concerned with the foreground. All right, so you can see that from the before to the after, a lot of changes have been made. But maybe you are a content creator or stuff like that, this video is also for you, because you can edit this your pictures to post on social media for your content. It doesn't tamper with your face or stuff like that, but it does a whole lot more. Can you see, this is the before, this is the after. This is awesome. Now, so these are my pictures that I used the effect on. So I'm thinking, let me get to my picture. This is also something I did. So this was the before. All right, this was the downloaded picture, and then after all that editing, this was the after. Like, you can do a lot with this. So this is what I did for this particular picture. I increased the brightness, increased the saturation, and then I did this. You can see the lens blur. Can you see the lens blur effect? You can see the lens blur over here, and then you can see that I did the grainy thing, but then I masked out the lady. You can see that every other the place, the background is grainy, but the lady is not. It's unscarred. Like, wow. You can do a whole lot more with this. All right. Let me show you other of my pictures, or let's do one of my pictures. This video is already getting a lot more longer, but let's do one of my pictures. Let me look for my picture and we'll get that. All right, guys. So this is my picture. My very beautiful damsel. I know that I was wonderfully created. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go in with the same thing we did. So this is, you can click on last edit to apply your edits to more than one picture. But the thing with Snapseed is that, like Lightroom, it doesn't save your edits. But you can see that. So my masking made this picture go a little bit south. So I'm going to go in with a new editing process. So to do this, just go to tools, go to details, increase details. You can see that it increases the texture of my beautiful face. So just like that. And then you're going with tune image. I like to increase the brightness a little bit of contrast, just a little bit of saturation, because I wouldn't want to tamper my color. Ambience, just a little bit. Highlights, just a little bit. Shadows, just a little bit. Be careful not to overdo this, and this is actually to your own discretion. All right, so I edit these pictures myself to post on the web, IG, Facebook, as a creator that's marketing my graphic design skill, just like that. So this is okay, but let's try something. You can decide to increase saturation. Maybe you want the grass and the sky to be more saturated. I actually did. And then you go in with the saturation. Now saturation is all at 100. My face is red like a tomato, but never mind. We're going to do something that will make everything correct. So to do that, just go to this tool, and then you're going to see view edit. This is the first tune image, and the second one, you click on it, and then you see this brush tool. It's called the stacks brush tool. All right, I forgot the name before, I'm telling you now. So this allows you, like I said, to edit a particular part, to mask out your image, not really mask, but to edit a particular part, a select part, all right, of your image. So to do that, you just brush over the part that you want the edit you made to be affected. You brush that over the part you want your edit to affect. So I want it to affect the sky behind me, but not me, because then I'll look so red. Okay, now it looks so, at the back, the background, it looks very, very saturated, and I don't know, very cool. It will be too much, but just forgive me for this part. But it looks very cool. But then my face is no longer red, my original color is retained. Alright, when you're satisfied, just like that. So this is before, very beautiful. But after, you can do a lot. And then tools, I go in with a little bit of lens blur. No, I really don't want to blur. I don't want to spoil what I already did there. But I can go with a little bit of grainy feel, just like that. I really like the feel this gives to my images. I don't know if you would too, but just a little bit. If you do it too much, it's going to end up like this. But just like this, and then you go in again with the mask, grainy film, brush over the part you want your edits to affect, just like that, just like that, just like that. Find this. Then you have this. My face is untouched, but the background is looking very beautifully. So I really want to reduce the saturation. I feel it's too much. So let's just reduce it a bit. Okay. And then we have this. So this is the before. Beautiful. But this is the after. Better. Way, way better. So you can do a lawyer, content creator, a graphic designer. This video would help you. So I know this video helps you. Honestly, I know this video helps you. So people wonder that if you took your picture with an iPhone, but then just with an Android phone, you can do these wonders. Like, wow. So I know this video helps you. So just do well to like, subscribe, share this video to your friend. And I'll see you in my next video. I share tips for graphic designers and tech updates. All right. I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.